Okay, folks, we're out here at the Space Coast State Fair for the setup, and I'm here with the famous and beautiful Carla Wallenda. Carla, thank you so much for coming down to the Space Coast to join us and perform here at the Space Coast State Fair. On behalf of everyone here, welcome to the Space Coast.
Thank you. I'm really proud and honored to be here.
Well, that's wonderful. I see at the moment you and your crew here setting up the pole. Could you tell us something about the history of this pole? I know this belonged to some of your family from years gone by.
Yes, my Aunt Viera, she was the first one to work on this pole, and these three bottom sections are all still part of her original pole, and the gin that lifts it up and that. Of course, we've had to renew the sway section and all that.
Mm-hmm. So tell me about your aunt, and what did she do, and what was she known for?
Well, she did the sway pole, and she was the first woman on top of the 7-man pyramid that fell in Detroit, where she balanced on the chair on top of the 6 guys.
Okay, what year would that have been?
Well, they started doing it in 1947.
Wow.
And then in 1950, I started doing it, and then until 1962 when they fell.
Yes.
Of course, we have redone it a few times since then, like for a documentary and things like that.
Right, right. Well, can you kind of walk me through how this pole goes up and kind of explain to the viewers, you know, how this whole thing works?
I would put it all together in one piece on the ground, and then we have another short pole here at the bottom, which will be raised first, and then we have a big black pulley block back there. We hook it onto it, and then I have cables going from this pole to this pole, and we hook the truck up to the pulley block, and the truck pulls, and that pole goes down, and that one goes up.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Interesting. Sounds very easy, but you've done it a few times, right?
Yeah, you have to know all your dimensions have to be exact and everything, and the tension on your cables.
Okay.
So you don't pull your stakes out of the ground and all that.
Well, this is amazing. So it's around 120-some feet tall, and tell us about the actual show that you'll perform here at the Space Coast State Fair.
Well, I climb up on top of it, and the first thing I do is look around at the beautiful view. And then it bends like 25 feet to either side, and I swing it back and forth, and I hang by my hand, and I have nylon straps that I make myself, and then I stick my foot in one of them and hang upside down, swinging it the whole time. Then I go all the way on top, and if the weather conditions are good, I stand on my head up there. I can't do it if it gets, windy and that. The rest of it I can do in the wind. And then I stand up on top of it, balancing it, and sway it back and forth.
Uh-huh. Well, that's amazing. And I know you're about, 25 years old this year, something like that?
About 3 times plus.
About 3 times plus. You're 76 years young this year, aren't you, Carl?
Right. In February, I'll be 77. So
77 in February. Well, I guess I better not complain about my aches and pains at my young age then, in that case.
Well, you wouldn't have that many aches and pains if you'd be climbing up and down a 100-foot pole. Get the good exercise, get that blood flowing.
There you go. That's fantastic. Well, listen, folks, all of you people out there interested in staying young, come out and see the lady who really does it day in, day out. She stays young by doing what she loves, the world famous Carla Wallenda. Carla, we can't thank you enough for coming down here to the Space Coast, and I know everyone is really excited about seeing your show. It's beautiful, folks. You should come out and see it. It's something that I don't know how many more years are you planning on doing this, Carla?
Well, I'm only 76, another 24 at least.
That's wonderful. There you go. You heard it, folks, on spacecoastdaily.com. Carla Wallenda will be performing every day, November the 8th through the 18th. Come out and see Carla, and she'll be happy to sign some autographs for you afterwards and tell you some of her stories as well. Carla, thank you again.
Thank you.